Buongiorno and welcome to Lisa's Italian Kitchen. Today I'm making for you 2 tomato vegetable dishes, contorni or side dishes as we would say. These are 2 of my favorite vegetable dishes and 2 of my favorite tomato dishes, stuffed tomatoes. But each one has a different stuffing. So I'm starting with the traditional classic stuffed tomato that I grew up with that my mother loved to make. We start with chopped spinach. You can use either fresh or frozen, whichever you prefer, just making sure to saute it well to get all the water out of it. To this chopped spinach, I've added a half a cup of chopped onion, okay, just to give it the flavor. Now we're going to add salt, pepper, and Parmigiano cheese. We're going to stuff our tomatoes, bake them for 30 minutes, and then put Parmesan cheese on the top and broil them for the last few minutes so they come out with a crunchy layer of delicious browned Parmigiano Reggiano on top. This my mom made all the time. It was her go-to veggie when I was growing up. And it's really wonderful because stuffed tomatoes as a side dish go with any protein. They're wonderful with any kind of chicken piccata, chicken marsala, chicken and breadcrumbs, all in my cookbooks, of course. They're also wonderful with any fish. You could do like a shrimp francese or a shrimp scampi. A white fish and breadcrumbs would be perfect with this spinach stuffed tomato. So they're really very versatile. Or of course roast beef or steak. So here I have, you'll notice there's no water in my pan. I've cooked my cooked spinach down so that, my chopped spinach, down so that there's no water in the pan. Now I have about 2 pounds of chopped spinach here. You really only need 1 pound for 4 or 6 tomatoes. The reason I make extra is because this also doubles as a wonderful vegetable. Spinach with Parmigiano. You can put a little spoonful or 2 spoonfuls of it on your plate with a protein as well. I love to eat it just plain like this. So to this chopped spinach and onion, I'm adding about 1.5 teaspoons of my Sicilian sea salt, which I'm grinding, about 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper, and then we're going to be very generous with the Parmigiano because that's what's going to make this spinach so delicious. Let me just lower this a little bit. So I'm going to be adding a good 2 to 3 tablespoons of Parmigiano Reggiano. And we're going to stir this in. This is basically, the filling of this tomato is basically spinach Parmigiano, which is a side dish that's very popular in Italy as well, and in my cookbook. So, you know, it's great. You're killing 2 birds with 1 stone in the sense that you're making 2 veggies. One, you're stuffing the tomatoes, and the other you could just eat plain if you'd like. A little bit of nutmeg to this is really good if you like that flavor, but the salt and pepper and the Parmigiano is enough. I'm adding a little more Parmigiano so it's really cheesy. There you go. Now in this casserole, I have 4 tomatoes. Put a little bit of olive oil on the bottom of the pan so they don't stick. For the tomatoes, I like to use either a Campari tomato or today I'm using the tomatoes on the vine. What I've done is simply cut off the top and scooped out with a spoon all the seeds, any pith, any of the tomato dividers that are in the center of the tomato. It's nice and clean. They're beautifully clean. And then what we're going to do is just stuff those, bake those, and each one that I'm making today, we're going to broil for a little bit to get brown on top. So the first stuffed tomato that I'm making here is sometimes called tomatoes Florentine because of the spinach. When I was growing up, we just called them tomato stuffed with spinach and Parmigiano. Absolutely delicious. Simple. Everybody loves them. So now I'm going to turn this off and I'm going to take a teaspoon and just simply stuff the tomatoes. Make them nice and full. Oh, these are just so delicious. The tomato's going to get nice and soft when you bake it for 30 minutes. And the cheese is so delicious with the spinach, adds such a wonderful flavor. And you've got your green vegetable and your tomato and Parmigiano to top it off. So there you have your stuffed tomato with the spinach. And now we're going to take more Parmigiano, because of course you can never have enough. And we're gonna put that on top. We're gonna bake it for 30 minutes. When we're done baking it for just the last 2 to 3 minutes, we're going to broil the cheese on top. Look at how pretty those are. First of all, it's the Italian flag, red, white, and green. What's not to love about that? And secondly, they taste delicioso. So let's put these in the oven and wait for them to bake. So now my tomatoes with the spinach and Parmesan are baking in the oven for 30 minutes. When they're done, I'll broil them for a few minutes so the Parmigiano on top gets nice and brown. Meanwhile, let's start our Besciamella sauce for my second stuffed tomato. My second stuffed tomato vegetable is a very decadent side dish. I learned this when I was living in Italy, and I traveled frequently up from Tuscany to Emilia-Romagna. You know, in Emilia-Romagna, they use a lot of butter and bechamella in their dishes. So they're very, very velvety and decadent. So we're starting today with 1 stick of butter because we're going to make a classic Besciamella sauce. You've seen me make this before in other videos for pasta sauces and even on chicken. It's wonderful, rich, decadent, and velvety. So we're gonna melt this stick of butter. While this stick of butter is melting, I have here 1 cup of whole milk. I have Parmigiano Reggiano. We will use we'll put that in at the very end, at least a half to a full cup. And we'll use 1 cup of flour. So a good bechamella is 1 stick unsalted butter, 1 cup whole milk, 1 cup flour. You cook that down and stir it to a very velvety mixture. Then we add salt and pepper and Parmigiano if you'd like. You don't have to add the Parmigiano. So this is nice, getting nice and melted. What we're going to do then is we're going to allow the bechamel to cool. We're gonna add 1 egg yolk, which makes the bechamel sort of come all together. And then we're going to fill that delicious, decadent Besciamella sauce into the tomatoes, put a little bit of Parmigiano on top, bake them for 30 minutes as well. You know, it's really beautiful to serve these 2 types of tomatoes, stuffed tomatoes, together, because the green and the white with the red tomato looks beautiful. I like to plate them all together, 1 green, 1 white, 1 green, 1 white. Really beautiful. Okay, so your butter is all melted. So now what we're going to do is, this is my 1 cup scoop that I keep in my flour container. We're going to add 1 cup of flour. And we're going to stir continuously. So with bechamel, you want to stir continuously because you don't want any bumps from the flour. And then we're going to add the milk, and you want to keep it always on low. We're going to add the milk, and the milk is going to smooth this out and make it a wonderful velvety sauce. Okay, so look at that. We've got a nice paste. We don't have any bumps from the flour. And now very slowly, we're going to add our milk and blend that in till we get a rich, velvety bechamel. Really, there's nothing more delicious on a dish than a well-made Besciamella sauce. You can just put this on pasta and it's delicious. You can put it on a sauteed chicken breast and it's wonderful. Besciamella is a wonderful finishing sauce. We'll add more milk. And so we're gonna get a nice consistency, a perfect consistency here. Then just salt and pepper and we're good to go. You wanna keep this on low because you certainly don't want your milk to boil or get too hot. There we go, look at that nice, beautiful texture. Absolutely perfect, no bumps. We're gonna add the rest of the milk. perfect every time. Besciamella is a lot like risotto. It takes practice, but after you do it a few times, it's just gonna be perfect. There is your perfect consistency of bechamel. Oh, so good. Now we're gonna add a good 1 to 2 tablespoons of salt, my freshly ground Sicilian sea salt. We're gonna add a good teaspoon to teaspoon and a half of black pepper because this really adds flavor to the bechamel. Now, this is a classic bechamel, just the way it is right now. For some recipes, you're going to add some Parmigiano Reggiano to it, which I'm going to do now because I want this to be a really cheesy stuffed tomato and a really hearty, delicious bechamel. So I'm going to add, a good 2 to 3 tablespoons of Parmigiano. Of course, everything in the world is better with Parmigiano Reggiano on it. We know that. And there you go. Look at that beautiful texture. Absolutely perfect. It's going to spoon beautifully into the tomatoes. Yum. So right before I do this, I'm going to let this cool for a few minutes. And now I'm going to add 1 egg yolk. Look at these beautiful stuffed tomatoes. We have our tomato stuffed with spinach, Parmigiano, olive oil, and onion. And then we have our tomato stuffed with Emiliana, which is basically Besciamella, which is the flour, milk, and butter sauce with Parmigiano on top. Both of them melt in your mouth. So I'm going to plate these just on this pretty tray. We can put a green and a white right next to each other. Look how beautiful that looks. To take to table, to serve your side dishes. This way, just plate them so beautifully. They look like the Italian flag. Isn't that fun? And they're absolutely delicious. They go with any protein. This is a contorno or a side dish that goes with anything. The tomato is nice and soft now. It cuts beautifully and the fillings are rich and delectable. So buon appetito, tutti a tavola. Ciao, ciao.